for the red goddamn dot.
I know. I'm just trying to get.
Wait for the. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Hello, America. Welcome back to the Mid-Sack on a THC Thursday.
How about we call it a T-Hawk?
T-Hawk.
T-Hawk.
So welcome back to the Mid-Sack, the redoubtable one himself, Thomas, with the highly questionable one, RJ Migliaccio, or Miglicoco as we get closer to Halloween.
Colts Eagles?
That's tonight too, yeah. So anyway, segment 2, preseason NFL Week 3. This is the dress rehearsal for most teams. I say most because Atlanta was determined to not show us how much they were going to suck tonight. So they played their second and third stringers.
I mean, they were determined to show us.
No, they left their first stringers out of, so we still don't know how bad they're going to suck. But, yeah, what did Pittsburgh do? They played their ones, and they acted like ones and ran all over the Falcons. It was 24-0 at the half. These two 1 and 1A wideouts for Pittsburgh, they are tall, they are fast, they have mitts. And this quarterback is gaining confidence by the second. So he threw 2 darts, one to the left sideline, one down the right sideline. They both got in the act. They both made tiptoe, great, saw it in, made the triangle, brought it in. Perfect throw, perfect catch. And he was 4 for 4 for 80 yards. And then, the guy he said did nothing last year, Najee Harris, 12 yards up the gut, bang, 7-0 before anybody fucking blinked.
Got killed my fantasy team last year.
So, look.
Colts are beating the Eagles.
Colts, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much. I know the starters did start. By the way, your boy, Richardson.
Did he look good?
Yeah, he did. Against the
Throwing
Eagles.
it?
Both. Against what I think was the Eagles' first string defense.
Go Gators. Go get them, Gators.
So, he looked solid in his debut, to say against a top-notch defense. And then the rest of these games, the Patriots are tomorrow night. The G-Men got the Jets on Saturday night.
Dude, Anthony Richardson was 6 of 17.
Well, he started out good.
Yikes.
Well, it was Philadelphia's first-string offense.
Oh, really? Did they have their D in there? The real D?
Week 3.
Was Jalen Carter playing? They said he's been crazy.
I think he was playing.
So he had 5 carries for 38 yards in addition to his 6 for 78.
Against one of the top 5 defenses in the league, or 6.
He got sacked once.
Yep.
No touchdowns.
But he looked pretty good given what he was playing against. So, and again, I don't know who his weapons are.
We had a fumble.
Because the one weapon that he did have doesn't want to be there anymore. And the receiver that they had is now a giant. So, at least the
what
ones we
about
knew about.
Pittman? Pittman Jr. Did he do anything? He's their one.
I think he is now, yeah.
I think he was last year.
Yeah, I think he was.
He had 2 catches for 24. 5 targets. Not impressive.
No. 5 targets. If he's your one, he's not getting 5 targets.
Well, they probably only played him for a few series, maybe.
Maybe that's true, yeah.
Sorry, I had to adjust there.
No, it's all right. But anyway, so, look, they have basically 2 weeks from tonight, it's on in Kansas City with Detroit and Kansas City. You heard Chris Jones, the all-world defensive tackle for them, is threatening to sit out till week 8. They are miles apart in this thing. Patrick Mahomes, to his credit, did his best Fred Astaire impersonation today. Said all the right things.
What did he say?
He's like,
Did he back his guy?
He's like, I'm surprised that he's not here, but I understand it. I understand wanting to get paid and take care of your family. He's certainly played to a level where, I can see why he'd do this. I wish he was here, but I understand why he's not. And when he does come back, I'll welcome him with open arms. Perfect answer. Perfect fucking answer.
That's media savvy there.
So that's exactly what he should have said, and he left it alone. He didn't take a side per se.
You don't think he should have said, I wish they'd pay him?
No, I don't. I think the approach he took is going to give them, being his bosses, a sense to do it sooner because they're like, this guy's a class act and he's the best quarterback in the game. We can't fuck this up. Versus he calls them out and they turn and go, maybe we can't pay him because we're fucking paying you.
But if you look at his deal, that's not the truth.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, he's still making a lot of money.
I know, but there's guys making more than him.
Look, and
he's
by the way,
with 2 rings.
The current deal he's on, the guy Jones is $20 million a year. He's got his he's got 1 more year. So when he signed the contract, it was on the level.
Yeah.
They can dig their heels and go, look, we paid you already once. It's like, don't act like we never paid you.
The tough part is they fucking need him. That defense.
Without him,
they're nothing.
They're nothing. They're absolutely Nothing.
He put so much pressure on that pocket.
And Patrick Mahomes knows it. And everybody in Kansas City who knows football knows it. So now here comes Detroit, who has a prolific offense, and you don't have him? Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I need him. But they should be able to score at will against Detroit.
Put up 35 on Philly last year. Okay.
Kansas City can easily put up 35.
I'm saying they can easily put it. Philly's D is better than Kansas City's D. If they can put up 35 on Philly, they're going to put up 35 on Kansas City with Jones. Yeah. Philly's D. Kansas City's D wasn't as good as Philly. Look at the right.
No, you're right.
They were. So I'm not.
But I don't know.
And it's early. And by the way, it's also early in the year. There's no weather because Casey has the Foxborough and in Chicago those winter advantages. You know, they don't have that. It's perfect weather, so they don't have the elements of it going for them.
They got Patty.
So, you got Patty, but I got news for you. You look at Detroit's skill positions versus Kansas City. Detroit's got better.
No, without a doubt. Yeah. I mean.
And Jared Goff is a good quarterback.
Except for Kelsey.
Jared Goff is a good quarterback. He's been to a Super Bowl. He lost to the Patriots. No shame in that. Mahomes has lost to the Pats twice. So there's no shame in that.
I love how you find a way to drop that in there.
The Pats won the Super Bowl.
No. Pat Mahomes is the closest thing to Tom Brady in terms of the receivers can be, manageable. He has a good tight end.
Still has Kelsey.
I know. But Brady had Gronk a lot of times.
Brady won 4 Super Bowls without Gronk.
I know, but he also won a bunch with weapons like that.
Gronk's the only Hall of Fame receiver he's got.
He also had the murderer that was on the other side of him.
Who?
Aaron Hernandez.
They had him for 2 years. Anyway.
I'm just saying, he's the closest thing to it where he's got
Tom
the
Brady
big
won
weapon and
4 Super Bowls without Gronk or Randy Moss. None of these quarterbacks, not Montana, is in that conversation without a one. They've all got them. Mm-hmm. So the bottom line is this: look, Philly's is the favorite in the NFC because of their offensive line and their defensive line. Okay, and for this kid tonight to do what he did against him, pretty impressive. Given he doesn't have any weapons around him.
You mean Richardson?
Yeah, he has no weapons around him.
Good for him.
Yeah, the fact that he did anything against them.
They won.
Yeah. So, and he looked. I mean, again, I don't care about a guy's numbers when he doesn't have any weapons on the outside. Because to me, it's not fair. If you know he's got dog shit out there, what do you expect him to do? He can't catch it. Yeah, he can't throw it and catch it. Quote Giselle Bundchen. He can't throw it and catch it too, and she's right about that. So, the thing is, he can't throw it and catch it either. So I'm not going to hold him to 6 and 17. Anybody who does is an idiot. So it's like
Trey Lance, third string.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That's a rough pick. Where'd they get him?
They traded 3 first-round picks for him.
Was he a top 5 pick? When did they get him?
Yeah, third. It was him and Mac Jones, and they moved up to get him. And
that pick was terrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, because of Brock Purdy.
No
one knew.
It looks terrible because he's even behind Sam Darnold,
who was also the number 3 pick in the draft.
and who were Baker, Darnold?
Now, by the way, what has Sam Darnold ever had around him? He went from the Jets to fucking Carolina.
Robbie Anderson.
Give me a fucking break.
He had Christian McCaffrey.
Again, one guy. And who was his coach?
Ron Rivera. Was it Ron Rivera?
If it was, say no more.
No, I don't think it was. Not in Carolina. And on the Jets, who the fuck was it?
I'm saying he
Adam
hasn't.
Gase or
he hasn't had a good coach. He hasn't had a good supporting cast.
He also hasn't shown any flashes.
He must have shown flashes because he keeps getting jobs. You don't get starting. No, he's been a starter in 2 places.
And he lost it.
He got hurt in 1 place.
And then he couldn't get back in.
Would you want to? You see what he had around him? I mean, let's be honest here.
Who was QB in Carolina last year? Was him? Wasn't there another guy? Who the fuck was that?
I don't remember. I just know they traded McCaffrey at the trade deadline, and then they still beat the Buccaneers in 1 game. So I don't know. But anyway, look,
the Bucs.
These next 10 days are going to be incredible because and guys are going to get dropped and picked up, and you're going to see a lot of transactions over the next 10 days. Not just the cutting down and trimming the fat to 53 men. It's about when you go below that, if they go below, they picking somebody up off the street they anticipate or they hear is going to get dropped, or what are they doing? It's going to get crazy. The next 10 days are going to be crazy in terms of transactions. It is every year. Now, no one pays attention to it because it's preseason and they're backfilling and just filling out the roster. But everybody thinks they're just filling out the roster, and all of a sudden somebody gets a gem, and they go, when did they get him?
Right.
They got him like 2 weeks before the season started, right? So, because that happens every year with somebody. So
yeah, because sometimes people just can't get
salary
the
cap.
opportunity.
Yeah, but then the guys that get cut, they're talented players. They get cut for salary cap purposes because they won't restructure the deal. They won't ever. They cut them. So the kid's talented. The kid's pro caliber, and they're sitting out there and they get him at short money. I mean, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the next 10 days is going to be very interesting. With the as far as the Patriots and the Giants go, get healthy. Just fucking get healthy. I know that the Pats are playing tomorrow night. The Giants are playing Saturday night. Look, get that first year, get them their reps, and get them the fuck out of it. Don't fuck around with it. Put them on a pitch count and stick to it.
See, and that's tough because they do the Giants-Jets, and there's some energy there.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. I mean, just Giants and Jets in general. It's like you kind of want to like go hard in that game, but it's like, guys, if you win this game, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
So work on what you need to work on.
For the New York Giants, it's a good test. The Jets are a top 5 defense. It's a good last test.
Get a couple series in
against that.
Get a quarter in.
Yeah. So to me, it's beneficial, but I'm saying get them on a pitch count, keep them there, and just get out with nobody major getting hurt. Same thing for the Patriots.
The lines.
Yeah, the lines. Yeah, you don't want anybody going down in the interior. It's so hard to get. It's so hard. We keep hearing this every team, depth in the offensive line. So we gotta. It's very few teams have it. So
Jonathan Taylor on the block.
Yeah, but
You're saying Miami's the one that Miami's already gotten a deal turned down, but they're still negotiating.
But they laughed at the first one. But they laughed at it.
Miami needs a back, right? We've been saying that
badly.
We thought they might go after Dalvin Cook.
Why didn't they go after Dalvin Cook?
Didn't seem like he had that much interest, which is weird.
That's his hometown. He grew up there.
I know, but a lot of teams didn't pay him. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I just know that if Miami does add that guy, but again, it's a what if. Is he gonna stay healthy? And Miami's line is still not good. Jonathan Taylor does not solve the problem of Miami's offensive line.
No, it helps because it adds
Jonathan Taylor might get crushed because of it. Might suffer more injuries.
Well, the good news is those receivers will make that defense not as,
The good news is because of those two guys on the outside, they're going to have to play a base nickel.
Right.
As opposed to a 4-3 or 3-4. They can load up a 7 in the box. You can't put 7 in the box with those two guys on the outside. So they're going to have to play a base nickel, which will give them the best chance to run. Because they're going to have to stay in it. They can just toggle out.
Is that the base nickel like this?
Base nickel.
The base nickel.
This is the base nickel. 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker, and then 6 defensive backs.
That's a base nickel?
Base nickel.
Why is it called that? Because the base is 5?
Nickel, 5 defensive backs.
Oh, 5. So there's 5 defensive backs.
5 defensive backs. I'm sorry, there's two linebackers in a base nickel. So there's 2 linebackers, 4 down linemen, so there's 6 in the box, and 5, that's a nickel. The dime is there's 1 linebacker and 6 defensive backs. That's the dime.
So that's what you have to do when somebody has receivers like that, is the dime.
The nickel or the dime.
But the nickel means you can still stop the run because you can
still defense the run. You're going dime because like a team like Cincinnati.
So what's
or Seattle or
weapons everywhere?
Yeah, weapons everywhere. You're like we can take our chances.
So what's a regular set first down on
because it used to be a 4-3 or a 3-4. But now that it's such a passing league, now it's a base nickel.
So that means there's 7 up front. You've got a 4-3 or 3-4.
In a 4-3 where there's 7 in the box, and you get just 2 corners and 2 safeties.
Oh, okay.
But in a nickel, it's 3 corners and 2 safeties. And a dime, it's 4 corners and 2 safeties.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of corners.
Yeah, well, if you
run the ball, you got
look at some of the offenses in this league.
Yeah.
They got 3 studs or 2, and they got another guy, the tight end, the running back.
How many corners is it? 6?
6 and a linebacker.
and then 4 down.
4 down line.
Okay.
And if the linebacker drops back, it's 7 in coverage.
You mean like D lineman?
No, the linebacker.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then it's 5-on-4. Offense has an advantage.
I mean, he's got to be in coverage, right? Or he plays the run, and if the back comes out of the backfield, he
He's
covers
eyeing.
that?
Is there a running back? If there's a running back there, he's in the backfield. He stays in front.
Mm-hmm.
If he drops out and goes into motion, he drops back into the middle of that.
He's got to
He
cover
kind of
that.
plays zone. He plays anybody who cuts underneath
Right.
in a crossing route.
You just hope the 4 down
Yeah,
can get
and he's
through.
eyeing the quarterback too. Now, if it's a mobile quarterback, he's staying close to the line of scrimmage. So they'll probably say, let the tight end go behind you. You keep an eye on this motherfucker. If it's Lamar Jackson, that's what you're doing.
See, and
Or
that's
Josh
why
Allen.
defenses need fast linebackers. Because they can
To-
play the run and still cover.
To their credit, this is what the Patriots have been morphing into for the past couple of years since they won the Super Bowl. They've gone more and more, or trying to build a faster defense with hybrid players that can play 2 levels minimum. If you look at the Patriots' defense, I would say of the 11, 7 of those guys can play at least 2 levels. 7 of the 11.
Both your ends, right?
Both your ends, your linebackers can probably basically swap.
So they can play linebacker instead of end.
Yep.
That's impressive.
That's why the Patriots can give. That's what. Look,
There aren't a lot of guys like
there
that.
are a lot of teams built like that.
Micah's like that, right?
Micah Parsons is like that. Bosa
Bosa.
is like that.
Can Bosa cover?
Yeah, he covers
Yeah?
tight ends. Yeah,
What?
I've seen him do it. Tight ends.
Wow.
He's quick.
I
He
didn't think-
is quick.
I know, but I didn't think they could go out and cover.
If you've ever seen him rush the passer, you know it because he beats double teams,
Yeah, no, I know.
and he doesn't beat it with power. He beats it with speed.
With both, he's
It's
strong as
fucking
fuck.
sick how he can. I know they're linemen, but there's still you're beating 2 of them. Holy fuck! I mean, consistently.
See, that's interesting to me because like when
So-
the Giants were winning with their down linemen, those guys could not play linebacker.
No, but
They
didn't-
were big motherfuckers. They were fast. OCU Manure was fast as shit.
But that's the thing.
He
about
couldn't cover.
The Giants could pressure you with 4.
Yeah.
And by the way, that is how you make up for. You can drop extra coverage to help if you've got weaker corners because you can win with 4, not 5. The Giants were one of the few teams that could do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
what the
the
Eagles
thing.
are right now.
That's where the Eagles are right now. But the Eagles are susceptible to the run. And Dan Orlovsky, God love him, this morning on Get Up, he said, look, if Chris Jones is not playing that Thursday game, Detroit is going to run the ball down their throat. And he said they might have done it with him. Without
this guy
him,
Gibbs, right? They got Gibbs from.
yeah. But Detroit's offensive line is one of the top 5 in football.
Really?
Yeah. And because they look at their running game last year, their offense was prolific. The 5 guys up front. And Louis Riddick today rated them as the 3rd offensive line best in all of football, behind Philly and Dallas. And then them, and then the Patriots.
San Francisco's not up there. It's a good line.
They're in the top 6 or 7. I forget who else is there. It's San Fran. It's
Tennessee's line any good?
Tennessee because of Henry. Yeah. Well, rushing wise, not about
Right,
passing.
yeah.
They were in the top 10, but they were further back. No, who was up top there? Besides San Fran's up there in the top 6.
Seattle might have a good
I'm
line.
trying. I don't know if it was them. I'm trying to remember who it was, but there was 6 or 7 of them, and they're all
Dude,
close.
Kansas City. I know they didn't have a great line all year, but in the Super Bowl, that line,
Tampa Bay
Tampa,
and New Orleans were the other 2.
really,
Yeah,
Well,
both of them.
I mean that bodes well for Derek Carr.
It does. New Orleans is the most talented team in that division on both sides of the ball.
Will they win 10 games or no?
They should in that division. Derek Carr is an upgrade from who they had at quarterback last year.
Oh, my God,
That's number
yes.
1. Number 2, the receiver there, who's been missing for the past 2-3 years, is back.
No, he's not.
He's starting. He's healthy.
for a game.
Well, he's healthy.
He was back last year.
Kamara is back. He got hurt last year too.
Well, he's suspended the first 4
Yeah,
games.
well, but he'll be back. Bottom line is, Derek Carr is a better passer than whoever the fuck they
Oh,
have.
without a doubt.
So,
Well, they had fucking what's the guy's name?
what's his the Swiss Army knife?
Taylor
Taylor.
Heineke? No,
Not Heineke. No.
what's his name? Tyler something?
Taysom
Hill
Taysom Hill.
and Jameis Winston,
James Winston.
right?
James Winston got hurt.
Jameis Winston, he actually put up some numbers.
He did
dude.
before he got hurt. So I think that they're the most talented team in that division. Tampa is behind them because they still have the 2 wideouts and they still have that defense.
They still have that quarterback.
But they got Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is competing with, what's his name, Kyle Trask?
Yeah, was it Kyle Trask? I think
It's something Trask.
I don't know.
Carolina.
I will say this in Baker Mayfield's defense. He never had 2 receivers like these 2. Let's see what he does with them. Because at the end of the day, they have 2 Hall of Famers.
I mean, he had Landry and Beckham, didn't he?
They're not as good as these 2. Beckham and
They were good, though.
Beckham and what's his name? Actually, no. Beckham's the other guy. What's his name there? Can't remember. I can see his face. The Bucks' #1 receiver. He's got 10.
Mike Evans?
Mike Evans. But Mike Evans had a much better career than David Beckham. You look at the numbers.
Did you just say David Beckham?
Odell Beckham.
You said David.
I'm stoned.
And
I
you should have said Obel Beckham.
I could have said Klaus.
You should have said Obel
Klaus
Beckham.
Beckham.
No, his name's Obel Beckham,
Klaus.
remember?
No, it's Klaus.
Obel.
Klaus Beckham. So I could have said that.
Obel Beckham.
I could have said.
Are you talking about that Obel Beckham? Oh, man.
I could have said sassafras sauerkraut.
I knew his old man. I didn't know Obel Beckham Jr. I knew his old man, though.
Odell.
Obel.
Oh no, Obel came before Odell.
Obel Beckham.
Obel came before Odell. Well, yeah, in the alphabet it does. So there you go.
No, I'm talking about senior versus junior, baby.
Yeah, Obel is the senior, because Odell is the junior.
No, they're both Obel Beckham.
But
one's junior and one's senior. If you got a different name, you can't be a junior and a senior. Come on, man.
I don't know where we're going with this, but
Nowhere fast.
No. The Saints are the most talented team in that division. The Bucks are right behind them. But again, the quarterback is the question mark, obviously, with Brady retiring. So, in any event, the Giants need to stay healthy. The Patriots need to stay healthy. I think they'll get their reps and just nobody major get hurt.
Yeah.
Just nobody major get hurt. So I don't care what the fucking scores. I don't care if that team runs you over. Just don't get no injuries. No injuries.
How about let's say stay healthy?
Just stay healthy.
Don't say no injuries
because that's unrealistic.
Then you're putting the injuries out there.
Yeah.
Let's just stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
If the guy who's going to be delivering pizzas in a week gets hurt, that's okay. He's going to be delivering pizzas in a week either.
Let him stub his toe.
He'll be all right. So he drives around with the pizza has to run anyways.
We'll put him up nice. We'll sell him a chair. Get his foot up. All right. Should we? I mean, I know this is a cardinal sin in my opinion, but should we talk fantasy?
Yes. I am intrigued. And by the way, in our league, we're not going to know the draft order until Saturday afternoon.
I hate that.
I hate that. You can't prepare. You literally can't prepare because you have no idea. You can't predict or think who's going to go in front of you. You have no fucking idea what someone's going to do.
Tell me why I suck at fantasy.
Because, like most people who play a running backs league, they actually believe that it's a running backs league. I have finished second and third. And why? Because I don't draft running backs early. Gary won it the first year. Gary didn't make the playoffs last year. Isaac won it last year. Isaac didn't make the playoffs the first year. Okay, only one person, I think, or 2 people have been in both playoffs, and I'm one of them. I've gotten the furthest because I don't draft running backs first. And by the way, how many running backs get hurt? Now you've learned this. How many times does a starter go down, and by mid-season you've lost 5 or 6 of them, and 3 of them are upper echelon. So if you're building your team around that dude, you're fucked if he goes down for any prolonged period of time. And the running back position is the most susceptible to it. It's either a quarterback or receivers. Running backs are going to be there, and if you're smart, you've been looking at the books and you draft the backup on half these teams, especially the ones you know are going to get 300 touches. That guy's probably going to get hurt. If they're relying on a guy to get 300 carries, he's probably going to get hurt. And that would include Derrick Henry, who got hurt last year.
It's intriguing.
So I don't draft that way, and that's why I'm consistently in it. I got very unlucky the first year. Came down the last play. And on 4th down, the guy went 70 yards for a touchdown. On fucking 4th down. If they stopped him, I win. And they knew the guy was coming, got the ball, and he breaks it for a fucking touchdown. Otherwise, I'd have won the title. So anyway, that's what happened.
All righty then.
But to me, no matter where you're drafting,
my second pick last year was Jalen Hurts.
That's fine. Didn't you make the playoffs?
No.
Oh, you just missed it, right?
Yeah, but I was better because I started with Hurts. Although, actually, I started with Najee Harris. That was awful.
Well, this is the thing. you get running backs later. My running backs last year were David Montgomery, and Nick Chubb. Do you know when I drafted those two? In the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Okay, because they were there. Because there's tons of backs out there, and then all it takes to change. Then I come along.
Nick Chubb shouldn't have been
Then
there.
I come along at the 7th pick. I draft a quarterback. All hell breaks loose, and then all of a sudden there's a run on quarterbacks. And these running backs, and then someone goes, wait a minute, no one's drafted so-and-so Jefferson or Devontae Adams yet. Boom, and then the receiver run happens. So, I mean, this is how it works. All it takes is one person to grab a high-profile guy, and everybody fucking panics and goes and tries to get the next guy in that whatever position it is. Shit, he's gone? Fuck, I gotta get this guy. And you forget your plan goes up in smoke.
Yeah.
You can't worry about that stuff. You have to, if you have a plan, you stick to your fucking plan. And don't worry about what's going on around you. Pick the position you want. If you have in your mind, I'm going to go, quarterback, receiver, running back. No matter what the fuck happens, go quarterback, receiver, running back.
Yeah.
Stick to your plan.
But see, that's another thing. I never go in there with a clear-cut plan. I wait to see what happens. And then it's like,
I never wait to see what happens. Because then you're reacting. And if you're reacting, chances are what you would have dealt with is probably already gone. Because you were reacting. Don't react. Have a plan, whatever it is. If your plan is to draft 3 running backs in a row, draft 3 running backs in a row. I don't give a shit what you plan. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm not saying you can't win with running, but if you're going to do that, you've got to draft 3 running backs in a row because fucking 2 of them are going to get hurt.
right.
So you better do that.
Yeah, if you're going to build it, build it.
Build it. Whatever you think you're going to lean on. And to me, I've always said the NFL is a passing league now. So you've got to build up receivers, and you got to get a quarterback that come hell or high water is going to get you 20 points every week.
Yeah, and if they're dual threat, that helps.
Yeah, but 20 points and durable, because dual threat guys do get hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, you could also do the opposite and go position players early, running backs and wide receivers, and then you get somebody like Aaron Rodgers late, or you get Daniel Jones late.
Now I was playing. I'll let you know a fun fact. Every year when Tom Brady played, he was my first pick. If he was there, every year, and everybody would laugh at me. You know, and again, I'm not as bad as DJ. I would play in 3-4 leagues at a time. He plays in like 6. But in the Tom Brady 18 years for the Patriots, okay, and I'm in multiple leagues, okay, but I won 14 fucking fantasy football leagues because Tom Brady was my quarterback on all 14 of those teams over the years, okay? I didn't win every league I was in, so if I was in 3 leagues, I'd win 1 every year. If I was in 4 leagues, I might win 2.
Great, we love it.
I drafted Tom Brady first every fucking time because I had a plan and I stuck with it. If it's not Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is guaranteed to put up 20 points a week. Patrick Mahomes is guaranteed. Josh Allen. These guys are out there, but here's the thing. There's not many of them.
Right.
In fact, there's about 6 of them.
What do you think about Lamar?
With these weapons? Yep. He would be one of them.
Jalen's one of them?
Yep. Just Burrow's one of them.
Burrow's one of them.
I'll tell you who. Trevor Lawrence.
He could go off the show.
Trevor Lawrence, they just added, look at his numbers last year, and they added Calvin Ridley. Trevor Lawrence is one no one's talking about.
Yeah, he could have a good one.
And by the way, his division's weak. Think about the schedule and who they play. This is what has to, when you think about this, you have to think like a GM. You can't just go, I like Jefferson because he does the gritty. No.
Yeah, but the gritty's nice.
It is nice, but that's not why you draft him.
Of course.
You draft him because he plays in the NFC North and that division sucks. And there's nobody, or he plays the NFC South. And again, think about numbers. Like if they're playing against all these weak defenses, like that's the thing. If you know where the bad defenses are, that also helps you where maybe to draft, because they're going to go off on certain defenses because they suck. So these are things you got to think about.
My thing is, I'm just not going to put that much into it. I'm not going to be able to think about all that stuff.
The thing is, you probably already have.
What?
You if I told you to give me the top 10 defense, you probably could give me 8 of them right now.
Top 10 defenses?
In the NFL this year. If I said you give me who they you probably top of your head give me 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right there.
Eagles.
Yep.
Niners.
Yep.
Pats.
Yep.
Jets.
Yep.
Eagles, Niners, Pats, Jets.
New Orleans.
New Orleans is a good
Buccaneers,
defense.
their front seven's nasty.
Really? They're
Yeah.
top?
Yeah, when they're healthy, they're top. They were top 5 when they were healthy, and they got all. They didn't lose anybody on their defense, by the way. Bills potentially.
I mean, they were last year.
I'm saying that's seven area. Dallas.
I forgot about Dallas.
I'm saying
The Commanders' defense is actually pretty.
They're pretty good too. I'm saying you could Pittsburgh without if their front seven's healthy. I'm saying you can. It's not hard. You just by default.
No, but I'm saying I'm not going to go through the schedule of each running back and go up.
You know, all you got to do is know what division he plays, and you already know, which you will know when you draft the guy. If I
because you're saying they got 6 to whatever games against.
If you're in the AFC South, there isn't a top 10 defense in the AFC South.
So an offensive player.
Yeah. So a receiver in that division, if he's got a good like Calvin Ridley, he's probably going to go off. These are things you think about, so I'd be leery of picking anyone outside of Saquon Barkley on the Giants, not because they're going to be good, but when they play against the NFC, those divisions, those teams, points are going to be hard to come by. They may still get some points, but they're not going to get what they would against. So that's not why that's why I wouldn't pick them.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So these are things.
I mean, but Waller should be a good pick.
He should be a good pick. Well, the thing is, Saquon to me is going to get yards no matter what because he's their number one option. Right. So I would still pick him. Because he's the number one. Chicago had no offense and I picked Montgomery because I knew he was going to get 30% of the snaps. Right. And he was awesome for me. Yeah. Nick Chubb in Cleveland, same thing. They couldn't throw the ball. I knew Nick Chubb was going to get the ball. Yeah. So a lot. So if you know that, by the way, here's a tip. You want a running back? Who's his quarterback? If his quarterback sucks, you might want to go after him. Because they're going to run more than they're going to throw.
Yeah.
So think about this is the shit you think about.
Well, freaking Bijan Robinson is the guy I want, but he's going to be a top 5 pick probably. He's in Atlanta.
I know they're going to run the ball, so no,
they have to.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a running back. Again, don't be anesthetized by that. If you're drafting 6th and you know the first 5 picks are going to be running backs and receivers,
well, no, then you go. I would probably go Jalen.
I'd go Patrick Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes is a good one
too. Or Trevor Lawrence.
Who's
going to have a ridiculous year this year.
Yeah, he's going to go nuts.
He had 37. No one's talking about the year.
He had 37 scores.
They had 37 last year. He wound up with 37.
How many running?
I don't know. He ran for a couple hundred yards, but I don't know how many rushing touchdowns he had. But let me see. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, he's got Evan Ingram, Calvin Ridley,
dude,
Etienne.
Look at his.
He throws the ball to Etienne too.
Dude, yeah, he throws it to everybody. I'm saying where are they?
Dude, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
With that offense.
I'm saying don't buy into the running back league bullshit.
I'm taking your advice.
I'm not saying don't draft running backs.
Right.
I'm saying it's when you draft them and what division they're in and who's their quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, you have to understand what's still on the board.
Because I get the whole Derrick Henry affair, but here's the problem. Everybody in America knows Derrick Henry's going to get the ball. So, and he's one hit away. He got hurt last year because he's too much of the offense. He's too much. So.
Yeah, but you just talked about running backs with a shitty quarterback to draft them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you're saying.
I'm not saying don't draft him. I'm saying with him where he gets so many carries. He has the most carry. He had over 300 touches.
Him and Saquon and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. I'm not saying don't get those guys.
Saquon had like 370 touches.
Saying if you're going to draft that guy, you better be drafting more running backs.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go down at some point. Law of averages. Only takes so much.
It's just tough if you're picking 5th or 6th and one of those guys is there and you're like, fuck.
I'm sorry, Trevor. I was wrong. Trevor last year threw for over 4,000 yards, 25 touchdown passes.
Okay. You
he ran a bit. He ran for 291 and he scored 5, also rushing. So 30 touchdowns total.
How many picks?
8. 25
That's
and
not
8.
bad at all.
Not at all. And now he's got Calvin Ridley.
Now he's got a receiver.
They added a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. Yeah, look out.
I don't know if I draft him 5 though.
No, if Patrick Mahomes is there.
Yeah. Well,
or Aaron Rodgers is there, because the Jets are going to have to throw because they can't run. I don't care.
I'm nervous about drafting Aaron Rodgers in the first round.
I'd have no problem drafting him
because of health.
He's going to have to throw because they can't run.
They might not be able to pass block.
Shotgun formation, Tom Brady, pre-snap read, get the ball out.
Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson.
I
line
them up as receivers.
To me, I like Garrett Wilson the best on the Jets. I think he's going to have to. He had a great
Look
year
at-
with fucking
only
Zach
an
Wilson.
idiot wouldn't draft Aaron Rodgers number 1. That's why you draft Travis Kelce. Why? He's Patrick Mahomes' number 1. Okay, that's why you get those guys. Whoever the guy, you get the number 1. Jefferson, because Kirk Cousins going to throw to him 10, 15 times a game.
Yeah.
Or, Garoppolo with Devontae Adams. I'm saying that there are guys, they're going to get the touches. And that's what I look for. I don't just look for the guy, the sexy name. All right, well, how many targets a game does this guy get? If he's getting 19 a game, I'm drafting him.
Fucking A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
Easy number 1.
Yes. I'm telling you, you're not going to go wrong. It's just a question of how do you want to build your team. To me, I'll tell you why it's easiest to go quarterback first, because you really only need one of them. You're going to pick up some scrub for 1 week. Yeah, but you got to get the quarterback right. You fuck up the quarterback, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
It's all over.
That's all you have to have. Every team that wins the title has a good quarterback.
All right, I'm using this strategy. What if I get the first pick? That's tough.
Still take Patrick Mahomes.
But see, I might be able to get Patrick Mahomes with the first pick in the second round.
He won't get out of the first round. Whatever quarterback you take, or if you don't, take a running back. I can tell you this right now. If Patrick Mahomes is sitting there when I'm drafting, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes. I'll tell you that right now. If whoever's in front of me is that fucking stupid, all right. Okay. Because I'm not taking any running back over Patrick Mahomes.
No, that's a good point.
I'm not taking any. Patrick Mahomes puts up more points. Him, Josh Allen, either one of those two. You look at their fantasy numbers. I had Josh Allen last year.
Dude, Jalen Hurts carried me.
I'm saying any one of those 3 or 4, and there's really 6 of them.
You're right. You can't go wrong with
You can't go wrong. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a hell of a year. He's got more. Trevor Lawrence is going to be better than he was last year. And he was 30 touchdowns last year. And now he has Calvin Ridley. Okay. Yeah. I'd take him at 5. If Mahomes is gone and Rodgers is off, yeah, I'd take him at 5. No sweat. I'd never look back. And by the way, his division sucks. There aren't a lot of shutdown defense in the AFC South, boys and girls. There just aren't.
Who's the best defense? Titans?
Probably because of Vrabel, but they're not that good.
No.
They're really not. He'll light them up. He lit them up last year. You give him Calvin Ridley, it's not even fair. So it's not even a fair fight. But the thing is, whatever in terms of however you want to build your team, you got to overflow it with that position unless it's quarterback. It's easier to go that route.
Mm-hmm. So go quarterback, flood with receiver,
quarterback.
And running back.
I always draft quarterback, receiver, running back. And by the way,
I'm following the formula.
And by the way, if the running back I want isn't there, I draft a receiver next.
Right.
Because by the way, you get 2 1s, and the right quarterback is those guys.
Do you ever draft the receiver of your quarterback?
Yes.
Do you like that?
Tom Brady to Randy Moss was a beautiful thing.
Well, there's not a lot of those.
That's what happens. By the way, I won that league.
Yeah. I wonder why. 50 goddamn
By the way,
touchdowns.
that was the year I won 3 fantasy football titles out of 4 because I had Brady and Moss in 3 of them. And I won 3 leagues out of 4 I played in.
So what are your feelings on Burrow now that we know he could miss?
It'd be him and I had Jamar Chase last year. I would get Jamar Chase again in a heartbeat.
Even without Burrow for the first 4 weeks or whatever?
Yeah, because he's still the number 1. Whoever the quarterback is throwing to him first. Whoever it is.
Who is it?
Who isn't? I don't know who it is, but I'm just saying that he's their first option.
Let's see. Bengals backup. Who do you think is the best receiver in the draft?
It's a toss-up between 3 guys. Jefferson, Adams, and Chase. Jamar Chase. Those 3.
Okay.
And I've had
Not
2.
A.J. Brown?
He's 4th. Cheetah is 5th. Everybody forgets about the cheetah. But I say he's 5th because I don't know what Tua Tagovailoa's status is. He was on pace for 2,000 yards before he got hurt. When Tua got hurt, his stats obviously dropped. He still got 1,700.
Oh, boy.
Huh?
So, backup QBs for the Bengals. Yeah. Which, why would you have a great backup? You have Joe Burrow.
You have Joe Burrow.
Jake Browning and Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian's still alive?
Yikes. Alive? He's still alive. He's like 25.
Is he?
I don't know.
I swear he feels like Colt McCoy. Now Colt McCoy's
Colt
been around
McCoy's
forever.
like 70.
Yeah, he's been around forever.
He was in the league in 93.
I remember when Colt McCoy was in Texas, and people were talking about him as the next Tom Brady because he looked like that in Texas. I'm like, that dude ain't the next Tom Brady. I just laughed so fucking hard, and I liked Colt McCoy, but
He
I
was
was
a
like,
backup for the ages.
I knew the second someone said that he was fucked. Like, why would you put that kind of pressure on the kid? It's like it's stupid. You don't do that. Even if he looks just like him, you don't fucking say that. Never ever put the kids in the name of with the GOAT.
Yeah, they always do shit like that way too early.
Way too. It's not fair to the athlete.
Not even
It sets an expectation that's virtually impossible.
Not even a logical.
I mean, who's come close to that? LeBron's the only one that's come close to that. Kobe. You know. See, the thing about Bird and Magic was when they came into the league, nobody was chasing a GOAT. It was all about team rivalries and championships. No one was chasing a GOAT. The GOAT thing started with Michael Jordan. Although there was an article in Sports Illustrated in 1986 when the Celtics won their third one where Larry Bird's on the cover and it says, in a glorious seventh season with his third world title and his third MVP, straight MVP, Larry Bird has raised the has ended the question, and now the real question is who's the second greatest player of all time. That was the cover of Sports Illustrated, or in Sports Illustrated when they won in '86, and that team, that '86 Celtic team that swept Jordan. Jordan scored 63 and lost. Okay, name another team that could fucking do that to Michael Jordan. Oh, Mike, you're gonna score 63 and we're gonna beat you. Haha, no, you're not. No, you're not. But the '86 Celtics did. So. It was different then. It was the Celtics and Lakers trying to beat each other. No one cared about this GOAT. No one was talking about Bill Russell and Kareem and Wilt Chamberlain. No one was talking about that until that fucking article. And then Jordan, who was in the league for a couple of years, now they start talking about who's the best between those three and all this other shit. So my point is...
Yeah, what is your point?
My point is...
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We're talking about quarterbacks.
So why the fuck are you talking about Larry Bird?
Because the GOAT status didn't start the chatter on the league. It wasn't when Bird Magic first came in. No one cared about that. It was about the championships and Dr. J. It was about championships. No one was talking about legacy or trying to catch Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain or Jabbar. No one was talking about that shit. They were talking about championships. The '80s was the best. It was all about, and there were so many fucking rivalries. It was awesome. Like, because now everybody's got the same agent. They all like each other.
I thought we were talking about quarterbacks.
We are. I'm just saying that, but you got me going back off on that tangent. Anyway, sorry.
No, I said I thought we were talking about quarterbacks.
We are talking about quarterbacks. I'm just saying in terms of fantasy football.
How the fuck did we get from fantasy football?
Tie it all back up in a nice, fat, fucked up bow. The kind of bow where you look at it looks like the kid's fucking hair.
Dear God. I know what happened there. You couldn't remember how we got there.
No. Do you?
No, that's what it was funny though. Because you were talking, I'm going, where are we going? And then you're going, I don't know where we're going. I'm just going.
I can't wait to watch the replay of this and figure out how we got there.
Yeah.
There and back again, a Hobbit's holiday.
Like, well, with the go conversation,
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to Bird and Magic.
Don't
do it again.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
No, we were talking about Colt McCoy.
Okay.
Because we were talking about backup quarterbacks. And we were saying, this is why I'm tying it back. I'm bringing it back, America. I'm bringing it back. We got to Colt McCoy, and I said I laughed because someone, when he was at Texas, he looked so good they considered he's the next Tom Brady. I was like, that kid's fucked. That's where it steered off.
Somehow, it went from that to '86 Celtics.
Somehow.
Because that's where the GOAT conversation started.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, that's where
we've now come full circle.
Full circle. We figured it out, America.
Back again.
And by the way, we figured it out without a map. We did not pull over and ask for directions. We
no
figured
Google.
it out.
No Googling.
We didn't Google this shit.
We didn't stop, rewind.
We didn't rewind the tape.
No.
That's you gotta admit that's impressive, America.
Well, it's something that I think all people our age do.
For
work that brain muscle.
The old man's version of Harold and Kumar, Cheech and Chong, whatever you want to call it, us two, to be able to circle that back and figure it out.
What would you call us? Like, because it's got to be some kind of derogatory Italian.
Of course.
Right? Like.
Well, our sons are the Sauce Brothers.
Yeah. But what would we be?
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know.
Shit. What are some, like, Italian things.
Well, we know what I'm
Like
trying to think of
ravioli,
duets
like
or duos.
penne and
Like that shit.
penne and
Like linguine and clam sauce.
right, something like that. Like
Yeah, the clam
penne
sauce.
and rigatoni.
I'm linguine. He's the clam sauce. Like, that's fucking terrible.
Put us together. It's fucking Clams Casino.
Clams Casino. It's terrible.
I don't know where that came
I don't know
from.
where that came from. But please put it back.
Wherever you found
Just
that.
put that
Now, speaking of which,
Tuck that back under the bar.
you know what I did today? I changed my brake lids.
You really did?
I did.
You changed your brake
I
lids.
did. You impressed?
I am.
Yeah. I can do dad shit.
Wait, where are they? They still in your car?
Well, I put them in the front, right? I put them right.
Yeah, they look better. The red looks better in the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah. No, so, I looked up a little video. Well, first of all, I went to AutoZone, bought the lights. And it's funny, like, it was like a kid helping me. And I felt embarrassed, but I asked him anyway. I said, do you have any experience putting these in? And he was like, I don't think he did, because he was like, well, we're not really allowed to try that here. In my head, I was like, I thought that's what AutoZone did. Like if you buy an air filter at AutoZone, they'll help you put it in if you don't know how.
Yeah.
I know how to do that, but whatever. So he says they don't try it. So then I get on my phone, I look up a video, I find it, and I'm like, shit, that doesn't look too bad. Boom.
I'm
New
impressed.
brake lights.
I'm
They've been out for like 2 years.
You know what sucks is my father, when I was a kid, we used to change the oil. He showed me how to change the oil in a car. Like we had the ramps, and he'd go under there and get the big pot and suck the oil. The oil would come out. And then, swear to God, no matter what angle you did that from, somehow you got some oil on your fucking
Oh,
arm.
no doubt.
There's no way around it. But I learned how to change oil. I've totally fucking forgotten how to do that.
I can show you how to do that. I
mean-
worked at Jiffy Lube and Grease Monkey for a year.
I know, but I used to know how to do it. Now
So
I don't.
You should still know how.
I don't. I haven't done it since I was a kid.
I remember. I think I was 18 when I worked there.
The last time my father did that with me I was 15, 14 or 15.
It's quite a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Dude, I used to work at Jiffy
but-
Lube and Grease Monkey. People would drive their cars around all day and be like, oh, let me go in and get an oil change. And you would stick your arm in there to get the oil filter.
Oh my God.
And your skin would just bubble. Psst.
Yeah.
This is an oil changing scar from 21 years ago. 23 years ago.
And there you have it.
It's still on my
Still
arm.
there. Looks almost fresh. So look,
And not sure how we got there, but
how did we get there?
I was talking about changing my brake light out of nowhere.
Yes, which was impressive.
I thought you might
that's
think so.
impressive. I do think so. So anyway, we're gonna end this segment.
Looks like
on
we're
that.
done.
I have no word. There's no coming back from that. But anyway, you guys enjoy this preseason week 3. This is the dress rehearsal, so your favorite team's probably playing a lot of the ones, whoever's healthy. So hopefully nobody gets hurt. Hopefully you have a safe weekend. Health and happiness this weekend. We return Sunday night. We will wrap up this, and then we will look ahead to the regular season opener and final rosters, who will be left. We will break this down on Sunday night, and we'll peek in and see how the Red Sox and the Mets are doing as well. So until then, stay safe, America. Enjoy the weekend, because tomorrow's Friday, baby. It's here. For the doubtable one himself, the highly questioned one, we will see you Sunday night, 72-hour break. And again, don't be Mr. Rogers, boys and girls.
Loosey goosey.
Sada goosey.
Lucy, let's get it on ya.
Touch of goosey.
Lucy.
Lucy and some goosey. Holy goosey Lucy.